The bottleneck is not just yung customer mo nahihirapan to consume you, you also nahihirapan ka to promote it. Why? Because you're trying to solve two problems in one offer. After serving 1,300 online entrepreneurs since May, here's what I've noticed and what I've observed. Despite of the resources, tools, money, effort, structure, framework, kahit gaano siya kaganda na ipa-follow mo, if you're selling the wrong thing at the right time, you're always gonna left behind. That's why your ads don't work, your copywriting don't work, your graphics don't work, your sales pages don't work, your emails don't work. It's because you're trying to solve the bigger problem right away. I've shared this sa workshop, no, na the biggest bottleneck of online entrepreneurs and what didn't work for them sa year 2025 is they focus more on producing content instead of solving a frustration. To the point na yung content nila, ang dami na nilang pinag-aatinan ng mga program, quality content from conceptualization, idealization, editing, distribution, and production. Maganda yung views, maganda yung engagement, but the bottom line is lacking, meaning walang perang pumapasok. Why? Because they want to solve the bigger problem right away, which is the fears of their prospect and client and customers. Parang, if you review all their ads, i-audit mo, like ang dami ko nang na-review na ads, offer, landing pages, emails. Kung i-audit mo ang content, the solution that they're providing is in the future. Meaning, ang timeline is 1 year to 3, 1 to 3 years. Worst, walang timeline. They want to sell their offer in front of their clients right away without considering the economics of their audience. What do I mean by that? If you notice, lahat ng mga online programs, lahat ng binibenta ng mga e-commerce, brick and mortar, what you saw or see sa lahat ng campaign nila, more than 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 right away. They don't consider the economics of their audience. In order for them, for their audience to shell out that kind of money, you have to build trust. And you cannot just build trust using content. Why? Because content, like, sa daming content na nowadays, hindi na siya nako-consume. Kaya kung titingnan mo yung engagement ng mga profile nila, engagement sa mga post nila, the average engagement ratio is less than 1%. Ibig sabihin, tingnan mo yung followers, number of followers versus the number of engagement. It's too low. Meaning the consumption isn't there. And whenever there's a transformation being promoted or there is a movement, like you see every area of your surrounding, even a car, when it moves, it consumes gasoline. Ibig sabihin, every moment, kailangan merong kinokonsume. So if you want your customer, prospect, and clients to have a transformation, kailangan meron silang i-consume from you. And not just content, but really the transformation that you're offering. And that's what's lacking to all, majority of the content that you're producing online. So how, and the reason why there's no consumption is because masyadong vague right away and bigger problem yung sinosolve mo right away. Na gusto mong bilhin nila from you right away. And the bottleneck is not just yung customer mo nahihirapan to consume you, you also nahihirapan ka to promote it. Why? Because you're trying to solve two problems in one offer. Number one, gusto mo na yung pinopromote mo ngayon solves your business problem. What's your business problem? OPEX, software subscription, salary, whatsoever. Kainin mo, rentals mo. Imagine bombarding and iasa mo yung predictable, consistent na bill sa isang offer mong binibenta ngayon. It's too much. That's why no wonder hindi ka consistent sa paglaro ng ads. Because you have so much emotion attached to that something that you're selling right away. Tangina, ayokong magsa-stop na ako sa ads kasi if I don't stop running ads, wala na akong kakainin bukas. Sabi nga ni Alex Hermoso, it's too hard to create a concrete goal if you have a bill problem. When you have a bill problem and billing problem, it's because you're trying to solve that predictable, consistent expenses sa business mo sa offer mo na binibenta ngayon. So in 2026, hindi na to labanan ng content. It's labanan ng economics. You have to promote two offers. Number one, a customer-generating offer. A customer-generating offer solves your OPEX. Salaries, subscription, ano pa? Food, rentals, lahat ng consistent, predictable mo na monthly expense or weekly expense. Kailangan ma-solve. Yan yung ilalagay mo dun sa customer generating offer mo. And your customer generating offer can be less than 1,000, easy to consume, build trust. It builds trust right away. Your customer generating offers only needs 4 elements. Dapat means. Tandaan mo yung means. Dapat measurable. Measurable. That's why very important yung specificity of the frustration na you're solving. Frustration, dapat. It should be a pain reliever. Dapat measurable. Dapat instant yung result. Dapat N stands for no-brainer. Easy to understand. No need for you to explain. Because the moment na you still have to explain what you're selling, time creates boundaries from collecting money right away. So, okay, in order to eliminate that, kailangan no-brainer talaga siya. That's why it's very specificity of the frustration that you're solving is very important. And S, dapat super specific. It doesn't solve multiple problems. It solves specific frustration. And after serving more than 1,000 plus entrepreneurs, that's what they're lacking. A customer generating offer. Without that, no matter how good your offer, it's gonna be hard for you to liquidate your ads. That's why you see yourself running ads inconsistent. You try to solve two problems in one offer. That's too much. Too much for your audience to trust you right away and consume. And it's too much for you to promote. It's too much for you to promote kasi mahihirapan ka. So your customer generating offer should be super specific, easy to consume, no-brainer, and measurable. And the goal of that customer generating offer, once you solve that frustration, it then creates another problem. That's how you naturally ascend people to your mid-ticket and high-ticket offer. Next is you have, of course, kailangan meron kang profit offer. The profit offer solves your lifestyle, your business goals, whatsoever. But do not try to solve two problems in just one offer, right? Kasi it's gonna be hard. No matter how good you are in terms of content creation. Right? That's why lahat ng mga content ngayon, puro concept, not concrete. Kasi hindi concrete kung ano ba talaga yung sinosolve na frustration ng tao na to. For me. That's why you're just easy to scroll. So, yun, that's what you have to take note. And you should build that before 2026. I'm not saying that it's gonna be late for you to start it sa 2026, but at least you have an idea right now. Okay, based a specific frustration I'm solving, na I wanna solve, what's the solution I can provide? Para lang yung you wanna focus on B2B. I'm not demonizing B2B, pero ang problema sa B2B, overhead expense, OPEX, competition, yung cash flow, money collection. There's always a time involved and matagal yung turnover. But if you have a way to advertise B2C, naturally B2B will follow. Because it creates a buzz, it creates relatability na, uy, hindi lang pala ako ang may problema na to, meron pa pala si Talpulana. Parang it creates community, and that community creates word of mouth.